Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well on this Sunday, and my God, is it a hot Sunday here in Massachusetts. We're bringing you the second semifinal game here in the Final Four, and it pits the Chicago Cubs and the New York Yankees here in Wrigley in our 1968 one-and-done tournament. The winner will host the championship game. So each team knows the result of the prior game. The winner will host the championship game. So we have the number 9 New York Yankees coming to Chicago to face the number 6 Chicago Cubs. In the chat, we have Clinton Parks. Check out that wonderful channel on YouTube. National Pastime 3 Baseball. Great baseball knowledge, great friend of the channel, a member of the Insane Asylum as we call ourselves, Clinton Parks. Also jumping in the chat, Dog Sidious, all things Star Wars and entertainment. Check out Dog Sidious. I look forward to his next video on what the movies did this past week. I like those videos, they're pretty cool. So check out that wonderful channel. How do you get to those channels, you ask? You hover over the names and the little 3 dots come up. You click on it, go to their channel, subscribe. I subscribe to those channels, so should you. I would not steer you wrong. Alrighty, let's get to the starting lineups and the first pitch. The winner will advance to the finals. And here is the New York Yankees starting lineup for this 1968 one-and-done playoff tournament. Leading off, playing left field, Roy White, 267. 17 home runs, 62 runners knocked in. Batting second to second baseman, Horace Clark, 230, 2 home runs, 26 ribbies. Batting third, even though there's a left-hand pitcher on the mound, the party boy, Joe Pepitone, he's in center, 245, 15 home runs, 56 RBI. While Pepitone is still in the lineup is because even though Holtzman's a lefty, he is an even pitcher for both lefties and righties, so he does not dominate a lefty pitcher. Batter, excuse me. Mickey Mantle, coming to an end of his career, a shell of himself. He's batting fourth. He's at first base, 237, 18 homers, 54 RBI. And getting a surprise start because he's a 6L, which means he hits left-handed pitching quite well. Rocky Colavito, who had a clutch home run, pinch hit home run in the Yankees' first victory in the Sweet 16, gets a start, and he batted 220 with 5 homers and 13 ribbies in 91 at-bats in 68, and he is batting fifth. Excellent defensive right fielder, -3 arm. Batting sixth, the shortstop Tom Tresh, 195, 11 home runs, 52 runners knocked in. Batting seventh, getting his first start of the tournament due to the left-handed pitcher, Frank Fernandez, the catcher, 170, 7 home runs, 30 ribbies. And batting eighth at third base, Bobby Cox, 229, 7 home runs, 41 RBI. On the hill, batting ninth, Fritz Peterson, 12 and 11, 2.63 earned run average in 27 starts, no saves. He gave up 13 gopher balls, struck out 115, and only walked 29. Facing the New York Yankees, the Chicago Cubs, and the pitcher Ken Holtzman. Holtzman in 1968 had a losing record, 11 wins, 14 losses, 3.35 earned run average. In 32 starts, he did have 1 save. Gave up 17 home runs, struck out 151, walked 76. If the Cubs win, Ferguson Jenkins will pitch in the championship game. If the Yankees win, Mel Stottlemyre will pitch in the championship game. Or, yes, Stottlemyre will pitch. All right. Behind the plate, the usual suspect is Huntley with a -3 arm. Mr. Cub Ernie Banks is at first. Beckhart's at second. Kissinger's at short, and Ron Santos at third. Sweet swinging Billy Williams is in left with a neutral arm of 0. Adolfo Phillips is in center with a +1 arm, and Hickman is in right field with a -1 arm. I will be managing, as Clinton Parks loves it, the New York Yankees. The PC and the Strat baseball engine will be managing the Chicago Cubs. Let's do the double check of that. As you can see, check mark, Chicago managed by the computer. I will be managing the Yankees. All right, so here's Roy White up at the plate. Make sure this comes up. Yep, it does. Okay. All right, White, the switch hitter, batting right-handed off the left-handed throwing Holtzman. He's looking for the 1-4. Holtzman nods his head, the windup and the pitch to White. Ball game on its way. First pitch here in Wrigley, and it is a 3. Guess what? A 7. And this is a 3-7 off the White card. Not a column of choice. Ground ball to Kissinger. He throws to Ernie Banks. 1 down. Horace Clarke steps to the plate. Yankees second baseman. Another switch hitter batting right-handed off the left-handed throwing Holtzman. And Clark's looking for the 3-4 column. Hutley wiggles the finger, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Clarke, and it is a 6-8 to Horace Clarke. 6-8. Off the Holtzman card, 6-8. 1 out, no one on, top of the first. And Clarke gets a good piece of this ball, and that's an 18, so he strikes the ball well as he fights off that pitch. Hard hit ball down to Banks. He backhands it and flips to Holtzman covering the bag. Nice play by Ernie Banks. So, ESPN 49. Yeah, that's 8 o'clock, Dad. 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock start, the Yankees-Red Sox. Father wanted an update on the Red Sox-Yankee game. Not on yet. 8 o'clock. All right. So, 2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Joe Pepitone. Pepitone looking for the 4-6 column. He awaits the delivery from the left-handed throwing Holtzman. Here's the pitch to Pepitone. And he gets the 6 column. It's a 6-9 off the Holtzman card. Column of choice, so Pepitone will get a pitch he can possibly grip and rip on the 6-9. 2 outs, base is empty, top of the first. And Pepitone will hit this ball hard. And that's a 19, so that's going to be a single, a 2-out single for Joe Pepitone. As the computer actually did not have him in the lineup. I put him in the lineup as he singles to left. Wow, that's a double. Did I click on the wrong button? All right, bear with me a moment. You know what? That's a 19. Why is he on second? I must have by accident clicked too fast. Let's just look this out. So that is lefty-lefty. Actually, it's off the Holtzman card. Let's get this right, folks. The beauty of playing this game. 6, 9. A double's a 3, then everything else is a single. I must have went to click on the 19, not clicked fully. That means it was on the 2, thus the double. So what we're going to do is edit the play, undo the last play. Yes. So now it was, let's make it right, 6 and a 9. This should be a single. Okay, I must have, when I went to click on 19, must not have clicked it fully. So now it's on 19. And that'll be a 2-out single for Pepitone up the middle. There we go. Oh, and we still got a chance for a double. Yeah, let's do that. And it's an 11. It's a double anyway. Okay. All that, and he still gets a double. But at least we did it fair and square. So Pepitone gets a hustle double on the weak throwing arm of Adolfo Phillips. So 2 outs, and here's Mickey Mantle. Mantle looking for the 2-4 column. Pepitone takes a lead. Holtzman glances over his shoulder. Now here's the pitch to Mantle. And it is a 4's gone wild. 4's across the board. It is a 4-8. And it's a Mantle column off the Holtzman card. Can Mickey Mantle come through in the clutch with 2 outs? 4-4. Damn, that's wrong. It's a 4-freaking-8. Alright, let's just do this and hit OK. Al is really having a tough time here with clicking. And we're going to undo that play. Alright. It's a 4-8. Oh, come on. Undo that play. Yes. We're experiencing a ton of technical difficulties. Alright. Third time's a charm. 4-8. 4-8. Mantle. And this is even better. As it's the right thing. So Mantle will knock in the run here. 1 through 6 is a triple. Well, he might not. With 2 outs, Pepitone should score on a single, though. And it's an 18, so Mantle hits a single. 1 through 14, Pepitone should score. Oh, we're going to send him. 1 through 17, he is safe. We're sending the lead runner. We're going to hold the trail runner. So we need anything under a 17, and it's a 10. So a 1-0 lead for the Yankees. My God, was that cumbersome to get to that. So Mantle comes through in the clutch. 1-0 Yankees. Rocky Colavito comes to the plate with 2 outs. Colavito inserted in the lineup because he crushes left-handed pitching. Even though he only batted .220, and most of his hits came against left-handed pitching. Here's the pitch, and that curveball gets away from Huntley, the 58-foot curve, and Mantle advances to second base. He's in scoring position for the Rock. Colavito looking for the 3-4 column. He digs in. Here's the pitch from Holtzman to Rocky Colavito, and he gets a 2-6, Rocky Colavito. 2-6. And Colavito works a walk. So good job by Rocky Colavito. He keeps the inning alive. So Mantle at second, Colavito at first. Here comes Tom Tresh. Herb Pilgrim's joined us in the chat. As he says, it ain't right unless it's right. You're right. And I made 2. We got it right, and that's all that mattered. One I clicked too soon, and the other one I said triple 4s, and I went 4-4 instead of 4-8. So, all right, Tresh looking for the 3-4 column. Mantle and Colavito will be off on contact. Here's the pitch to Tresh from Holtzman, and he gets a column of choice off the Holtzman card. It is a 4-6. So Tresh will get a good look at a pitch to hit. 4-6. Runners off on contact. Ground ball to Kessinger at short. He backhands it, throws to Becker for the force at second. Side retired. But the Yankees jump out on top to the delight of Herb Pilgrim. 1-0. Clinton Parks in the chat says, okay, got the ballparks downloaded. Only took 2 hours. Where's the ballparks? Very easy. Very easy. Just go in. They should have loaded automatically. Click on a team. Clinton, go to the Orioles, right? This is out of the ballpark we're talking about. Go to the Orioles team page and go to, I think it's edit, and you'll see ballparks off to the right, I believe. And then you want to go to 3D model. All right, so due up for the Chicago White Sox. Let's go through their lineup. Kessinger leading off, the shortstop, 240, 1 home run, 32 RBIs. Batting second, the second baseman, Glenn Beckhart, 294, 4 homers, 37 ribbies. Batting third, the left fielder, the sweet swinging Billy Williams, as Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming loves to say. Check out that channel. 288, 30 homers, 98 ribbies. Batting fourth, Ron Santo, the third baseman, 246, 26 home runs, 98 RBI. Batting fifth, Mr. Cub himself, Ernie Banks. He's been clutch late in the game for the Cubs in these 2 games in the tournament. 246, 32 home runs, 83 ribbies. Batting sixth, doing the catching, Randy Huntley. 226, 7 home runs, 65 RBI. Batting 7th, the right fielder Jim Hickman, 223, 5 home runs, 23 ribbies. Batting 8th, the center fielder Adolfo Phillips, 241, 13 home runs, 33 RBIs. Batting 9th on the mound, Ken Holtzman, the pitcher. And here comes Kessinger, right-handed batter, and he'll be facing Fritz Peterson. And in 1968, Peterson was 12-11, one game above 500 with a 2.63 earned run average in 27 starts, no saves, striking out 115, walking 29, and giving up 13 gopher balls. Behind the plate is Fernandez. He has a neutral arm of 0. Mantle's at first, Clark's at second, Tresh at short, Cox at third. Roy White with a +2 arm in left, Pepitone in center with a +1 arm, and Rocky Colavito with a cannon in right with a -3 arm. Kessinger digs in the right-hander's batter's box. He's looking for the 5-3. Fritz Peterson is ready. The windup and the pitch to Kessinger. Cubs trail by 1. Bottom of the first, and that is a 2-9 to Kessinger. 2-9 off his card, not a column of choice, 2-9. And that's a ground ball right back to Peterson. He knocks it down, picks it up, and throws to Mantle, 1 down. Glenn Beckhart steps to the plate, second baseman, right-handed batter. He's looking for the 1-5 column. Here's the pitch from Fritz Peterson. And Beckert, 6'10", 6'10", off the Peterson card, 6'10". And that's a fly ball to Colavito on right. And he makes the catch going towards the right field line for the second out of the inning. 2 outs, base is empty for the sweet swinging, left-handed batting left fielder Billy Williams. 288 and 30 home runs. On deck, Ron Santo. In the hole, Mr. Cub himself, Ernie Banks. Billy Williams looking for the 2-5 column. Fernandez wiggles the fingers, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Williams, and it is a 3-4 to Billy Williams. 3-4 off the Williams card, 3-4. And that's a fly ball to Joe Pepitone in center. He's under it. And he makes the catch, side retired. 1-2-3 go the Cubbies. Top of the second, 1-0 Yankees. The winner will go to the championship game in our 1968 one-and-done tournament, as this is the second Final Four game. The first one between the White Sox and the Orioles is being loaded up on the channel now. Those who watched it live saw something special. That's all I'll say. All right, Frank Fernandez, the catcher, steps to the plate. Righty-lefty matchup. He's looking for a 1-4. Holtzman kicks in, deals to Fernandez, and Fernandez gets his column. It's a 1 and a 7. We've rolled a ton of 7s today. It's a 1-7, so he'll get a good pitch to look at here. 1-7. And he doesn't like it, but he walks. Ball 4. He does not chase. Leadoff runner on. 85% chance of stealing. Wow. And Huntley has a -3 arm, but Holtzman's a +2. So he's a lefty, and he doesn't hold runners on well at all. Bobby Cox comes to the plate. He's a C bunter. We're going to take an attempt to steal this, though. But we only get a 3% chance of the proper lead. Odds are he's not going to get the lead. He doesn't. He stays put. We call the steal off. So Bobby Cox is a C bunter, D hit and run. Peterson's on deck. Bobby Cox will swing away, as he's a 2L, so he hits lefties fairly decently. And he's looking for the 1-4 column. Fernandez at first, no outs. Cubs want to turn 2. Here's the pitch from Holtzman to Cox, and it is a 1-7, another 7. And again, column of choice, so Bobby Cox is going to have a pitch he can possibly grip and rip. 1-7, so we got the 1 here. Click on the 7. There we go. And Bobby Cox will come through. That's going to be a base hit. 14, that's going to be a single. So that's a 14. That's a single to right. What the hell happened there? Oh, great. So that's a single. The animation screen has not come up. I don't know what the chances are. We're going to say hold all runners. So it'll be first and second. Okay. I mean, he was only 1 through 10. I wasn't sending him anywhere. And Hickman, balls hit the right. He's got a -1 arm. So first and second, a walk and a single. And here comes Fritz Peterson. Corners move in. Ron Santo in at third. Banks in at first. Peterson will be bunting. Here's the pitch. 86% chance of a good bunt. He puts the bunt down. And he pops it up. And Holtzman makes the catch. And he's lucky the pop-up was not a short line drive, like a short pop-up, because they could have doubled up a runner. So Fritz Peterson fails to do his J.O.B. Runners stay put on the pop-up, obviously. So first and second, one out now. Top of the order for Roy White. He's 0 for 1. White looking for the 1-4 column. That's a huge mistake by Peterson. Here's the pitch to White from Holtzman. And it is a 3-8 off the White card. Not a column of choice. 1 out, 2 on, 3-8. That's a fly ball to center, and that's a... See, that might have scored the run there. It's a shallow fly ball, though, and making the running catch knee-high is Adolfo Phillips. 2 down. So 2 outs. Fernandez at second. Bobby Cox at first. They'll be off on contact, and here's Horace Clarke. That would not have been deep enough to score the run. Clark's 0 for 1. Holtzman picks up the sign from Huntley. Huntley sets the target. Here's the pitch to Horace Clarke. And it is a 1-6. 1-6 to Horace Clarke. Off his card. Not a column of choice, though. 1-6. Ground ball right back to Holtzman. He snares it, throws to Banks. Side retired. The Yankees threaten but do not score. Eric from Higher Ground Gaming's joined us. How are you, my friend? Check out that wonderful channel. Lots of great replays on Higher Ground Gaming. Yes, Stremski replay, Gronkowski replay, Larry Bird replay, Bobby Orr replay, all kinds of good stuff. Ichiro replay, 67 replay of all different teams. Lots of fun. You'll see Mr. Brody, Miss Mags, and Purple Dinosaur all battling for the co-host seat. And as the world turns on Higher Ground Gaming, as he says, go Cubbies! So here's Ron Santo. Santo looking for the 3-5 column. He'll be followed by Banks and Huntley. Here's the pitch from Peterson to Santo. And it is a 3-6, so Santo gets column of choice. One swing in the back to tie it up here. 3, 6, 6. And Santo strikes the ball well. And that's a 14, so that's a single. So Ron Santo singles to start off the bottom of the second. As that goes past Cox's lunge into left. So Ron Santo's at first. He's the tying run. Here comes Mr. Cub, Ernie Banks, and he has been clutch late in the ball games here in this tournament. He has driven the Cubs kicking and screaming to this semifinal, Final Four matchup. Banks, 32 home runs with a 246 batting average in 68. Santo's at first. He takes a slight lead. Here's the pitch to Ernie Banks, and Peterson deals Banks a 6-6. 6-6. Ground ball to Cox. He'll throw to Clarke, covering the bag at second for the force out. They can't turn 2 as Santos goes hard into Clarke. So 1 out. Now Ernie Banks is at first. And here comes Randy Huntley. Banks takes a slight lead. Huntley digs in and waits for the Fritz Peterson offering. Here's the pitch to Huntley. And it is a 1-9 off the Huntley card. Not a column of choice, though. 1-9. And he hits the ball well. That will be a hit. And it's going to be a double. So can Banks score all the way from first? I don't think so. He's only a 1 through 9, so that is a 1. And that's a double for Huntley. As that ball burns Pepitone. And that's going to grab some ivy. And Banks is held up with 1 out at third. So Huntley doubles. He's at second. Ernie Banks is at third. Here comes Jim Hickman with Adolfo Phillips on deck. Hickman, 223 with 5 homers. Hits lefties better than righties. And Peterson is a lefty. Infield normal. Here's the pitch to Hickman. And Peterson deals Hickman a 4, and a 7. Shocking. I don't know how many 7s I've rolled today in 2 games. It's been a lot. 4-7, and this will be off the Fritz Peterson card. 4-7. Ground ball should score the runner at third. Except he makes no contact. Swing and a miss on the curveball. 2 down, so it's up to Adolfo Phillips. 2 outs. Holtzman's on deck. And we're going to walk Phillips to pitch to the pitcher, Kenny Holtzman. Peterson deals to his counterpart, and it's a 6-11. 6-11. Oh, boy. This could be good for Holtzman. Column of choice, 6-11. The walk could backfire. It's a fly ball out to Rocky Colavito, who has absolutely god-awful range and right. And it's a 1, and that sure did backfire. As Colavito will not get to it, and that's going to roll around for a triple. So Ken Holtzman helps the Cubbies' cause. He's going to clear the bases. Colavito gets to it, throws it to the cutoff man, and that's a 15. And so a 2-out triple by the pitcher, Ken Holtzman. They walk Phillips to get to Holtzman. That ball is down the line. Colavito cannot get to it, takes a weird hop, and standing at third base with 3 RBI is Ken Holtzman, and the Cubs fans are going spastic as it's 3-1 Cubbies. Colavito, very poor range in right. Great arm, poor range. And here's Don Kessinger. Chance to add another run. Holtzman's at third. Here's the pitch from Peterson to Kessinger. And it's a 1-6. Off the Kessinger card, not a column of choice. And he singles past the dive of Tresh into left, and it's 4-1 Cubbies. The fans are loving it here in Wrigley. Kessinger's at first. Yankees get some bullpen action up. And here comes Becker. He's 0 for 1. Second baseman. They try to steal a Kessinger. They throw over. He dives back safely. He stays put. Fernandez sets the target. Here's the pitch to Becker. And it is a 3-9 off the Becker card. Not a column of choice, though. 3-9, 2 outs. Kessinger at first will be off on contact. 3-9. Fly ball to Colavito. He races towards the line, and he makes the catch. Side retired, but a 2-out triple by Ken Holtzman brings the crowd to its feet. And then a single knocks in Holtzman, and the Cubby fans are joyous here at Wrigley. It is 4-1 as they take the lead 4-1. We go to the top of the third, due up for the Yankees. Pepitone, Mantle, and Colavito. Pepitone 1 for 1 with a double. Here's the pitch from Holtzman. And Pepitone gets a 5-6 off the Holtzman card, 5-6. Ground ball to Becker, over to Banks, 1 away. Mickey Mantle steps to the plate. Mantle 1 for 1 with a ribby. Here's the pitch to Mick. And Mantle is dealt a 1-5 off the Mantle card, not a column of choice, 1-5. And that's a ground ball to Kessinger at short, over to Banks, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's Rocky Colavito. Could not get to that ball. That ended up to be a triple down the right field line. Colavito walked his first time up. Colavito looking for the 3-4 column. Holtzman deals to the rock, and Colavito gets a 4 and a 10, so he's going to see a pitch he might be able to grip and rip. 4-10 to Rocky Colavito. And he sends his ball deep to left field, and Billy Williams is there, and he makes the catch. Side retired. Colavito missed his pitch. Bottom of the third, 4-1 Cubbies, due up for the Cubs. Billy Williams, I was going to say Bernie Williams. Billy Williams, Ron Santo, and Ernie Banks. Billy Williams 0 for 1 left-handed batter. Here's the pitch from Peterson to Billy Williams, and it is a 6-9 to Billy Williams. 6-9 off the Fritz Peterson card. And fly ball out to Roy White. He comes in a bit, makes the catch, 1 away. Ron Santos 1 for 1. Third baseman steps in the right-hander's batter's box. Fernandez flashes the sign, sets the target. Here's the pitch from Peterson to Santo, and Santo gets a 5-7, another 7 we roll. 5-7, column of choice for Ron Santo. Can he go 2 for 2? 5-7. And he strikes the ball well to center, but Pepitone has a good beat on it, goes back, reaches up, makes the catch, 2 away. No one on. 4-1 Cubbies, bottom of third. Here comes Mr. Cub, Ernie Banks, looking for the 2-5 column. Peterson kicks and fires to Banks, and it is a 3-6 to Ernie Banks. 3-6. 3-6 to Banks. Ground ball to Tresh, over to Mantle, side retired. Top of the fourth, 4-1 Cubs, due up for the 68 Yankees here in this Final Four semifinal matchup. The winner to go to the championship game. They will host the championship game. Whoever wins this game will host. So it's Tresh, Fernandez, and Cox to face Ken Holtzman. Tresh is 0 for 1. He's a 1L, so he hits lefties slightly better than righties. Here's the pitch from Holtzman to Tresh, and it is a 3-7. Column of choice for Tresh. The Yankees need to get their bats going. They're trailing by 3. So it's a 3 column and a 7 once again. Lots of 7s I've rolled today. And not good for Tresh. Strike 3 looking on the curveball. 1 away. So Frank Fernandez, he walked his first time up. He's looking for the 1-4. He awaits the Holtzman offering, and here it is. It is a 5-10 for Frank Fernandez. 5-10 off the Holtzman card. 5-10. Ground ball to Kessinger at short, who's a solid fielder. And that's a 15. He backhands the ball. Throws to Banks. And that's a 9. For out number 2, 6-3 if you're scoring at home. So 2 outs, base is empty. And striding the plate, Bobby Cox is 1 for 1. Here's the pitch to Cox, looking for the 1-4 column. He gets the 4 column and a 7. My God, I've rolled a gazillion 7s. 4-7 to Bobby Cox. 2 outs, base is empty. And not a lucky 7 for Bobby Cox. Strike 3 looking, side retired. Holtzman has kept the Yankees off balance since they've gotten that 1 run in the top of the first. Bottom of the fourth, 4-1 Cubs, due up for the Cubbies. Huntley, Hickman, and Adolfo Phillips to face Fritz Peterson. Huntley is 1 for 1 with a double. As Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, a fellow Massachusetts native, says, hot enough for you, Al? It is freaking hot, Eric. It is very hot. I had to go to a graduation party just to share this quick story. So I come out, get in my car, which is like a pizza oven. I put the windows down quick, put the air on. That takes a little bit, right? I put my hands on the wheel. I thought my hands were going to melt to the wheel. It was so hot. All right, Huntley steps into the right-hander's batter's box. Peterson rocks and fires, and it is a 6-9 to Huntley. 6-9, and it's a column of choice. So he's going to have a good pitch to grip and rip. 6-9. Can the Cubs hit parade continue? And it's a hard hit ball towards short. Tresh dives, pops up, throws to Mantle for the out. Nice play by Tom Tresh. 1 away. Here comes Jim Hickman. He is 0 for 1. Hickman awaits the Peterson offering, and here it is, and that's a 6-4 off the Peterson card. 6-4. Ground ball to Tresh once again. Range play, and that's a 1. He will not get to it. It's a single, so he dives. The ball's past him. Here's the throw back in. 6-3-2. That's an 11. No error. So a 1-out single by Hickman. He's now 1 for 2. And Adolfo Phillips, who was intentionally walked to load the bases with 2 outs to face Ken Holtzman, who then promptly tripled down the right field line off Peterson. That at the time gave the Cubs a 3-1 lead. Holtzman would be knocked in on a single. And that made it 4-1. Here's the pitch to Adolfo Williams. 1 out, 1 on. Adolfo Phillips, excuse me. 1 out, 1 on. Phillips looking 2-5, and he'll get the 2. So he gets column of choice, and it's a 5. So the 2 column and the 5 roll. He'll get a good pitch here. And he doesn't like it. Ball 4. So good job by Phillips. And here comes a very dangerous Ken Holtzman. He tripled, clearing the bases in the bottom of the second. Knocking in 3 runs. Hickman at second. Phillips very fast at first. 1 out. Here's the pitch to Holtzman. That gets away. No, he bunts. He's up in the air. And coming off the mound quickly is Peterson. Basket catching it for the out. So 2 outs. Top of the order now. Don Kessinger 1 for 2 with a ribby. He knocked in Holtzman. Here's the pitch to Kessinger. Kessinger's looking for a 5-3 column. He gets the 5 column. So he'll have a good pitch to look at. 5 and a 6. Runners will be off on contact. Ground ball to Bobby Cox. Throws the mantle. Side retired. Cubs threaten, but do not put any more on the board. We go to the top of the 5th. 4-1 Cubbies. Let's go to the chat quickly. As Eric from Higher Ground Gaming says, time for some ice cream. Be right back. Well, that sounds wonderful. As Eric from Higher Ground Gaming says something our good friend Ron Juckett used to always say when he used to do this. If you're scoring at home, and why would you? Quote from Ron Juckett. Yes, it is. All right, due up for the Yankees, Fritz Peterson. He's 0 for 1. Then the top of the order, White and Clark. And we might go to a pinch hitter here. Let's just look. And then just turn it over to our bullpen. We'll give Peterson another inning. 4-1. Top of the 5th. Yeah, we'll get Peterson. Here's the pitch to Peterson from Holtzman. And it's a 2-8. 2-8 for Fritz Peterson. And he strikes out. Swing and a miss on the curveball. 1 away. Top of the order, Roy White. And on deck, Horace Clark. White is 0 for 2, the left field. A switch hitter batting righty off the left-handed throwing Holtzman. Corners in. Santo in at third. Banks in at first. Here's the pitch to White from Holtzman. And it is a 3-11 off the Roy White card. Not a column of choice, though. 3-11. And he pops out to Huntley, the catcher. So 2 up, 2 down. And the second baseman, Horace Clark, steps to the plate. Another switch hitter batting righty. He's 0 for 2. Holtzman rocks and fires. Clark gets a 3-8. Column of choice for Horace Clark. So he's ready to grip and rip. 3-8. Can he keep the inning alive? And he drives this ball deep. And gone! That's a 5, but I don't know if he's a weak hitter. This might not be a home run. If he's a weak hitter, it'll just be a single, I believe. So it might be gone. Nope, that ball is driven deep and gone as it just gets over the ivy, and it's a 4-2 game. So Clark touches them all, and the Yankees cut the lead in half. As Holtzman gives up a gopher ball to Horace Clark, who only had 2 home runs in 68. Here comes Joe Pepitone. He had 15 home runs. He's 1 for 2 with a double. Pepitone awaits the Ken Holtzman offer, and here's the pitch to the party boy, Joe Pepitone, and that's a 4-3 column of choice for Joe Pepitone. Off the Holtzman card, 4. 3, what shall it be? We shall see. And it's a hard hit ground ball to Ernie Banks. He throws to Holtzman, covering the bag, side retired, but the Yankees inch closer on the home run by Clark with 2 outs. They've cut the lead in half now. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 4-2 Cubs. Due up for the Cubs to face Fritz Peterson, Becker, Billy Williams, and Ron Santo. Becker is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch to Becker from Peterson, and that's a 2-5 off the Becker card. Not a column of choice, though, 2-5. And that's a ground ball to Clark. He knocks it down, picks it up, throws the mantle. 1 away. Billy Williams steps to the plate. Sweet swinging Billy Williams, 0 for 2, left-handed batter. Fernandez sets a target. Peterson rocks and fires, and Billy Williams gets a 5-6. And it's a column of choice. So Williams will get a good pitch to possibly hack at. That's a 5-6. 1 out, no one on. And that's a hard hit ball to Mantle. He knocks it down, underhands it to Peterson, who steps on the bag. Good job by Peterson covering first base, 2 down. Ron Santo steps to plate. Santo 1 for 2. Right-handed batting third baseman. 26 home runs in 68. Peterson needs to keep a clean inning here and keep it a 2-run deficit and get the Yankees to the top of the 6th. Toes the rubber, peers in at Fernandez. Nods his head. Here's the pitch to Santo. And it's a 3, and guess what? A 7. So a 3-7, and it's a Santo column. Can he jack one out of the park? 3-7. Hard hit ball to short. Tresh has it. Over to Mantle. Side retired. 1-2-3 go the Cubbies. Due up for the Yankees. Mantle, Colavito, and Tresh. Mickey Mantle 1 for 2 with a ribby. Switch hitter batting righty off the left-handed throwing Ken Holtzman. Holtzman looks in at Hudley, picks up the sign. Here's the pitch to Mantle, and that is a 6-7 off the Holtzman card. 6-7. And Mantle works a walk. Good job by number 7, Mickey Mantle. So here comes a tying run at the plate. Rocky Colavito. Colavito could not get to the hard hit ball down the right field line. Took a funny hop. And it became a triple for the pitcher, Ken Holtzman, who cleared the bases with the bases loaded. One swing of the bat by Colavito could tie the ball game. He's looking for that 3-4 column. Here's the pitch to Colavito. Mantle's at first, no outs. And Colavito gets a 2-9. A 2-9. 2-9 to Rocky Colavito. Strike 3 looking. Curveball. He was sitting dead red. He goes down looking. 1 out. Another strikeout for Holtzman. That's number 4. And here comes Tom Tresh. Tresh is 0 for 2. He batted below 200 in 68. Did have 11 home runs, though. Switch hitter batting righty. Mantle's at first. Kessinger and Beckert pinching the middle, hoping to turn 2. Tresh looking for the 3-4 column. Huntley sets the target. Here's the pitch from Holtzman to Tresh. And it's a 5-5 off the Holtzman card. 5-5. And that'll be a strikeout. Looking again at the curveball. So 2 outs. Mantle at first. He'll be off on contact. And here comes Frank Fernandez. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Frank looking for the 1-4 column. He really wants that 1 column. Lots of home runs there. Here's the pitch to Frank Fernandez. He gets a 6-9. Off the Holtzman card, 6-9. There goes Mantle. And Fernandez strikes his ball well. And that is a 5. Make sure we click on the 5, Al. So that's a 5, and I believe that will be a single. Will Mantle go first to third? That's down the line. Hickman gets to it quick. Oh, man at first can try for third. 1 through 15, we're sending him. And they throw to the cutoff man, and Mantle gets to third. So first and third, 2 outs for Bobby Cox. Cox is 1 for 2. Cox is a 2L, so he hits lefties slightly better than righties. Opportunity for Cox to come through in the clutch. On deck is Peterson. He will not bat if we get to Fritz Peterson. So Mantle at third. Fernandez, 1 through 10 runner at first. Represents a tying run. He's an 85% chance of stealing. And you know what? We're going to take the shot there. Second. Only a 3% chance of getting the lead. He can't. So he stays put. Holtzman bluffs towards first and goes to third. The double bluff, which never works. And now, all attention here at Wrigley is on Bobby Cox. 2 outs. Runners on the corners. 4-2 lead. Cubs. Holtzman with a deep breath. Arms down to the chest. The windup. The pitch to Bobby Cox. He's looking for the 1-4 column. He gets a 4-10 column of choice. Bobby Cox, can he be a hero? We shall see. 4-10 to Bobby Cox. Deep fly ball to left. Billy Williams racing back, and he makes the catch. Side retired. The Yankees threaten but do not score. Go to the bottom of the 6th in what will be Fritz Peterson's last inning as they trail by 2. And Peterson will face Banks, Hutley, and Hickman. Ernie Banks 0 for 2 with a run scored. Here's the pitch to Mr. Cub. And Peterson deals Banks a 2-11. And it's a Banks column. So let's see if Mr. Cub can do some damage on the 2-11. And Mr. Cub shall do a lot of damage. 12. That ball is bye-bye birdie. That's an HR puffin stuff, as Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming likes to say. And that is a home run and a 5-2 Cubs lead as he crushes that fastball to left. Roy White took a step, turned, and looked. As the Cubs fans are in jubilation. As Beatles Eternally says in the chat, the 61 Yankees are tough. And Eric from Higher Ground Gaming is learning the joys of the early 60s Red Sox pitching staff. He says, yep, and the Red Sox pitching, awful. So it's 5-2. They get that run back. Clark homered, and now for the Yankees, and now Ernie Banks homers to get the run back, 5-2. Here comes Randy Hutley. 1 for 2 with a double. Bullpen action is up once again for the Yankees. Peterson deals to Hutley, and it is a 1-9 off the Hutley card. Not a column of choice, though, 1-9. And Hutley's going to have a base hit, and that is a 5. And that will be a single. And that's a single past the dive of Cox into left field. Corners move in as they expect Hickman to bunt. Hickman is not bunting. Hickman's looking for the 2-5. Peterson deals to Hickman. And that's a 6-7. Sevens have just been numerous in today's games. So that is a 6-7. Ground ball to second. And if Clark can field this smoothly, they should turn 2. So we want a 15 or better. And he gets a 20, so he fields it smoothly. And he'll throw to Tresh at second. And that's a 6-6-3, so that's a 15. And he throws the ball away. So the double play ball is thrown away by Clark. And it's going to be first and second. No outs. It should have been bases empty. 2 outs. And here's Adolfo Phillips. Here's the pitch to Phillips, who walked. And that is a 4-4 off the Peterson card. 4 column and 2 twos. 4-4. And it's a fly ball to Pepitone in center. And that's a 13. And that's a lucky 13 for Pepitone, as that's an F2. He's got a beat on it. He's running towards it. Will he make the running catch? And that's a 16. And Joe Pepitone makes a sliding catch for the out. Let's see if they'll tag Huntley as he came flying in. And they're going to challenge. Huntley is going. And we need a high roll here. Pepitone pops up and fires towards Cox at third. That's a 4. And Huntley will beat that out. I'm almost positive. So good base running by Huntley. As Pepitone made the sliding catch coming in from center field. Popped up. And fired towards Cox, but not in time. Dog Sidious in the chat says, HR Puffin stuff. Yes, it is. I borrowed that from our good friend Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming. All right, so 1 out. Corners in. Here's Holtzman, 1 for 2. Tripled, knocking in 3 runs with the bases loaded. Peterson deals to Holtzman, and it's a 3-9. Oh, I forgot to click this. He's bunting. Doesn't matter what it is. And the safety squeeze does not work. And what happened here? Holtzman squares the bunt. Force play to the pitcher. Hutley holds at third. And Hickman is out. So they throw to second, but they can't turn 2. So Peterson looked Huntley back to third and then went to second. So 2 outs, runners on the corners. Top of the order, Don Kissinger. He is 1 for 3 with a ribby. Peterson fires to Kissinger, and it's a 2-10. 2-10 to Kissinger. Runners off on contact with 2 outs, 2-10. And Kissinger hits the ball hard, and he singles, and it's going to be a 6-2 lead, as that's a 13. 1 through 19 was a single. Only a 20 was an out, as he singles up the middle. And Peterson's day, we would like to get him through this freaking inning, but I think that's it for Peterson. Though he's gotten Beckert 3 times. The Yankees trail by 4, and Peterson leads off the next inning. We could double switch if we do switch. But we have enough pitchers where we don't have to double switch. Alright, this is his last batter, Beckert. He's gotten him 3 times. 2 outs, 2 on. Peterson kicks and fires to Beckert. And it's a 4-4 off the Peterson card. 4-4. Fly ball to center, and Pepitone once again. And that's a 3, and Pepitone makes the dive. He will not get to it. That's going to be a 2-bagger as that rolls towards the ivy. 1 run will score. It's 7-2. Will they wave around Kissinger as Pepitone gets it and throws it back in towards the cutoff man? And that is a 12. So no error. But will they wave Kissinger around? That's the question. Pepitone throws to Tresh. And they will not. But it's now 7-2. Billy Williams comes to the plate, and that's it for Fritz Peterson. He deserved a little better. Double play ball. Error by Clark. Opened this inning up wide for 3 runs so far. 2 outs, second and third. And now we go to the pen. Billy Williams is a lefty who actually hits lefties. We're going to go to Al Downing to try to get this 1 out. So we're not going to go double switch here. Al Downing will come in to try to just get this 1 out and get the Yankees to the top of the 7th down by 5. So Downing warms up, and while he warms up, let's give you Al Downing statistics in 68. 3 wins, 3 losses, and 12 starts. No saves. Striking out 40, walking 20, giving up 7 gopher balls. And wasn't it Al Downing who gave up the home run to Hank Aaron? That broke Babe Ruth's home run record, I believe? Williams digs in. Here's the pitch from Downing to Billy Williams. And it's a 2-5, and it's a column of choice for Billy Williams. So he's going to greet Downing probably quite rudely. 5s are usually good. 2-5, 2 outs, 2 on. And Billy Williams strikes this ball hard and deep. Is it deep enough? No, it's not, as he just gets under it. That's a 16. So Al Downing breathes a sigh of relief as Billy Williams will fly out deep, and the Cubs will strand 2 more runners. As Williams goes the other way, White will catch the ball at the wall in front of the ivy, side retired. Billy Williams just missed a 3-run blast. We go to the top of the 7th. The Cubbies and their fans are ecstatic. They have a 5-run lead, 7-2 over the Yankees. Al Downing will not hit. He got his 1 out. Barely, but he got it. We go to the bench. Hauser can play a lot of infield positions. Michael can only play short. Ferraro can play third. Bill Robinson will come in to pinch hit. Need base runners. So here comes Bill Robinson. And Bill Robinson batted .240 in 68 for the New York Yankees. 6 home runs, 40 ribbies. And he probably will stay in to play right. Maybe. So Robinson looking for the 1-4 column. Yankees need base runners. Here's the pitch from Holtzman to Robinson, and he gets the 1 column and the 5. A 1-5, 1-5. Hard hit ball to short. Kessinger has it, throws to Banks, 1 away. Top of the order, and Rory White. Corners move in. Santo in at third, Banks in at first. White is 0 for 3. Here's the pitch to Rory White, and Holtzman deals White a 2-7 off the White card. Not a column of choice, and we roll a 7 once again. And another ground ball to Kessinger. Over to Banks. He's been a busy beaver at short, playing Pepper with the shortstop, Kessinger. So 2 outs, base is empty for Horace Clarke. 1 for 3 with a homer. He'd love to take one over the ivy once again. Huntley sets the target. Here's the pitch to Clarke, and Holtzman deals Clarke a 6-6 off the Holtzman card. 6-6. Ground ball to Santo. Over to Banks. Side retired. 1-2-3 go the Yankees in the top of the 7th. And we go to the bottom of the 7th, and it's time for trivia. And then take me out to the ball game. As of 2018, name the last Yankee right-handed pitcher to have at least 20 wins. As of 2018, name the last Yankee right-handed pitcher to have at least 20 wins. As of 2018, name the last right-handed Yankee pitcher to have at least 20 wins. Is Severino I'm sensing this is a trick question. Sabathia is a lefty. And I think Clemens won 20 for the Yankees. I think, God, I can't remember. Is Severino a righty? All right, let's ponder that for a moment. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back for it. Root, root, root for your home team. If they lose, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes out at the old ball game. I'm going to say Severino. That's not right, though. Clemens. Pettit was a lefty. Pettit was a lefty. Clemens. Eric says Clemens. Jeez. I'm changing my answer. Clemens. I agree. Mike Mussina. Oh, wow. I forgot about Mike Mussina. Great pitcher for the Yanks and the Orioles. 20-9 in 2008. Mike Mussina. All right. We need a new pitcher. And the new pitcher will be... we're going to go with Liddy McDaniel with the 1.75 earned run average. Let's just look at a bunch of righties. Okay, coming up. Back to the... McDaniel throws right, and he's tough on lefties. So Liddy McDaniel... We want to keep Robinson in the game. No. Robinson's day is done. Liddy McDaniel comes into pitch. And Liddy McDaniel, in 68, 4 wins, 1 losses, 10 saves, 1.75 earned run average in 51 innings, striking out 43, walking 12, giving up 5 gopher balls. He will face Santo, Banks, and Huntley. Ron Santo, the Cubs' third baseman, 1 for 3. Here's the pitch to Santo, and it's a 1, and guess what, a 7. And Santo is looking for the 3-4, so not a column of choice, the 1-7. Ground ball to Tresh. Up with it over to Mantle, 1 down. Here comes Ernie Banks, 1 for 3 with a homer. Ernie Banks' clutch hitting continues. Here's the pitch to Mr. Cub, and he's looking for the 2-4 column. He gets a 3-9 off Ernie Banks' card. Not a column of choice, though. 3-9. And he's jammed. That's a pop-out to Tresh at short. So 2 down. Stepped in the plate, Randy Huntley, the Cubs catcher, 2 for 3 with a double. Can he get his third hit? The windup and the pitch from McDaniel, and Huntley is dealt a 5-8 to Randy Huntley off the McDaniel card. 5 and the 8. Ground ball to second, so it's a range play. As the animation thing doesn't come up, so we click there, and let's just roll the 20-sided dice, and that is a 16. So it's fielded cleanly. And now can they make the throw on the ground ball to Clark? So Clark throws the Mantle. That's a 5-3-1. And if I do my math correctly, that's a 9. Inning over. As Huntley grounds out to Clark. And we go to the top of the 8th. The Cubs 6 outs away from advancing to the championship game against their crosstown rivals, the White Sox. And if that is the matchup, I will be managing the White Sox. Due up for the Yankees with 6 out left in their tournament life, Pepitone, Mantle, and Colavito. Pepitone 1 for 3 with a double. Holtzman on the mound. Here's the pitch to Pepitone, and that's a 4-2, and it's a Pepitone column. 4-2, 4-2. And that's a hard ground ball to Becker. Knocks it down, throws to Banks, 1 away. Mickey Mantle 1 for 2 with a ribby. Here's the pitch to Mantle. And Holtzman deals Mantle a 1-7, another 7. Shocking. And Mantle works a walk. And here's Rocky Colavito 0 for 2 with a walk. Rocky's got to drive 1 yard. He wants that 3 column badly. Holtzman nods his head. The windup, the pitch to Rocky Colavito. It is a 6-7 off the Holtzman card. 6-7. And Colavito works a walk, so Holtzman could be laboring a bit here. 1 out, 2 on for Tom Tresh. Tresh is 0 for 3. Tresh needs a 3 column here. Tresh hits lefties at a 1L, so slightly better than righties, but though he only batted 195. Costco, 240. Costco's going to come in and pinch hit for Tresh. Costco needs a big hit here. So here's Andy Costco. Did not get the start today. Colavito did. He's been on base twice, so that hasn't hurt us. His defense hurt us. Couldn't get to that triple, though I don't think anyone was going to get to that triple down the line. Costco, 240, 15 home runs, 59 ribbies. He needs, if he sends 1 yard, the Yankees will pull to within 2. Needs to keep the line rolling as Fernandez, the catcher, is on deck. In the hole, Bobby Cox. Costco looking for the 3-4. Cubs will stick with Holtzman. Huntley flashes the finger, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Costco. And it is a 5-6 off the Holtzman card. 5-6. Could it be 2 and an end of the inning? Fly ball to center. Adolfo Phillips is there, makes the catch for out number 2. So Costco does not do his job. So 2 outs. Fernandez is 1 for 2 with a walk. His 1 hit was a single. He's a 5L. We're going to let him hit. Here's the pitch to Fernandez. Can the catcher come through in the clutch? He's looking for the 1-4 column. Holtzman's ready to work. He deals to Frank Fernandez. And instead, it is a 5-5 off the Holtzman card. Inning could be over, 5-5. And that will be a strikeout. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Holtzman comes through in the clutch. The Yankees threaten but do not score. We need a shortstop. And the shortstop will be Dick Hauser. Hauser is a 36 at short. Gene Michaels is a 52. I honestly don't know if lower or higher is better, but we're going to go with Hauser. So Hauser comes in at short. Costco's day is done. We used our 2 best pinch hitters off the bench. But I don't think they're going to be changing Holtzman. Cubs did not have a lot of saves. A lot of complete games, it looked like, for the Cubs in 68. So Liddy, McDaniel will face Hickman, Phillips, and Holtzman. Here's Hickman 1 for 3, and here's the pitch for McDaniel. And Hickman has a 1-9. 1-9 off his card, not a column of choice. And that's a strikeout. He goes down looking, 1 away. Adolfo Phillips 1 for 4 with a run scored. McDaniel works quickly to Adolfo Phillips, and that is a 2-5. Column of choice, so Phillips ready to grip and rip. 2-5. And that's a single to center. And here's Holtzman 1 for 3 with a triple and 3 ribbies. And he's swinging away. Can the Yankees turn 2? Here's the pitch to Holtzman, and it is a 2-5. Possible double play here. 2-5. 2-5. But that'll be a strikeout, as Holtzman does not make contact. He watches the curveball hit the strike zone. So 2 outs. Phillips will be off on contact. 1-17 base runner. He tries to steal, and he is thrown out. Nice throw by Fernandez. We go to the top of the 9th. The Yankees have 3 outs of life left in them in this tournament. It is 7-2 Cubbies, so Adolfo Phillips is gunned out. And now it'll be Cox, a pinch hitter for McDaniel, and Roy White. Bobby Cox will face Ken Holtzman. He's 1 for 3. Cox is a 2L. He hits lefties slightly better than righties. Holtzman is an even pitcher. He pitches equally to both, righties and lefty. Here's the pitch from Holtzman to Cox. The Yankees need base runners, trailing by 5, top of the 9th. And that is a 4-8, and it's a Cox column. 4-8 off the Holtzman card, and that's going to be a base hit. But will it be a triple? That's the question, and it will be! And that's a 2. So Bobby Cox triples to start off the top of the 9th. As Adolfo Phillips goes back to the wall, he leaps, doesn't make the catch. It's off the ivy. Hickman finally chases it down. We could get an inside-the-park home run here, because the ball rolls away. 1-14's an inside-the-park home run. But, oh man, I want to chance it, but I can't. Down 5. Down 5. 70% chance of scoring, though. We're going for it. 70% chance. We're going for the inside park home run. Cox goes through the stop sign. Need a low roll. Oh, my Lord. It's a 17. I think he's still mid. No. I think he's out. God damn it. And he is thrown out at the plate on the relay throw. Bobby Cox runs through the stop sign. Oh, boy. So he'll be credited with a triple. 70% chance, and I roll a freaking 17. As Hutley applies the tag, Beckert on the relay throw was straight and true. 1 away. As Bobby Cox is getting an earful from the manager. 70% chance. I took a shot. What the hell? We're down 5. It's not like I have stellar pinch hitters on the bench. All right, Liddy, who did his JOB, will be pinch hit for. And it will be... That's our catcher. Smith will come in to pinch hit. So here's Charlie Smith. 229, 1 home run, 7 ribbies. You know he's singling now, right? Here's the pitch from Holtzman to Smith. Cubs 2 outs away from advancing to the finals to face their crosstown rivals in an all-Chicago championship, the White Sox. And it is a 6-11. And Smith was looking for a 2-4, so 6-11 off the Holtzman card. And, of course, it's a single. 1-19 is a single. Because Al, Red Sox fan's an idiot. Couldn't control his inner idiot. And there's a single. And that would have been a run. Single up the middle. I knew that was happening. Holtzman is tired. We finally get rid of Ken Holtzman. And here's Roy White, but he will not face Holtzman. It is Darcy Fast, who looks like he's 14 in this picture. Is that a San Diego Pod? What is that? What is that hat? Interesting. That's not a. It looks like a Pirates hat almost, but I don't think that's a P. All right. Could be San Diego. SD maybe. Here's Roy White, 0 for 4. Cancel. And let's give you Darcy Fast again. 5.40 ERA. Why they chose him? No wins, 1 loss. God, I should have never sent the runner. Only 10 innings pitched. They're going to blow this game, the Cubs. If they win, it's because I sent the runner on the inside the park home run. Roy White, 0 for 4. Here's the pitch from Fast. White looking for the 1-5. He gets the 5, and it's a 9. I should have never sent that runner. 5-9. And that's going to be either a double or a home run. That's an 11, and that's a double. I should have never sent that freaking runner. I'm not sending the runner now. So that ball's a double off the ivy to center. Smith will be held at third. We've learned our lesson. That's only a 60. So I need, on a 70% chance for the inside the park home run, I needed 1 through 14. I rolled a 17. We're holding all runners. So second and third, 1 out. And here's Horace Clarke, 1 for 4 with a home run. And can the Yankees come all the way back? Clarke looking for the 3-5. Fast, the youngster, takes a deep breath. The windup, the pitch to Clarke. And it's a 5-6. Column of choice. Here come the Yankees. 5-6. And he walks! God damn it, why'd I send the runner? Bases loaded. Joe Pepitone comes to the plate. Pepitone 1 for 4 with a double. Will they stick with Fast? They're going to stick with Darcy Fast. Come on, Joe. Joe Pepitone. Pepitone needs a 5-4 column. As it's a lefty-lefty matchup here. All right, Pepitone, 5-4. Again, Darcy Fast with a deep breath. The windup, the pitch to Joe Pepitone, and it's a 1-8. A 1-8 to Pepitone. 1-8 off the Pepitone card. Ground ball. Fast knocks it down, and he throws to second. No. Where'd he throw? The runner on third. Smith is out. He throws to the plate. So they get the lead runner at the plate as Fast knocks it down and fires to Huntley, who steps on, who is already on the plate for the force out. And it's up to Mickey Mantle. Mickey Mantle. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Yankees down by 5. Tying run on deck. Rocky Colavito. Cubs don't want to get the Colavito. Mantle 1 for 2. Can Mantle turn back the hands of time against the youngster, Darcy Fast? Here's the pitch from Fast to Mantle. And it is a 3-5 off the Mantle card. 3-5. Mantle walks with the bases loaded, and it's 7-3. Darcy is tired. And here comes Rocky Colavito. A home run will tie the game. Colavito 0 for 2 with 2 walks. That's it for Darcy, I believe. And that is it. And here comes Archie Reynolds, and he's tired too. Oh, boy. I used my... Oh, God, I don't have any good pinch hitters left. Colavito, not very good against righties, but the Rocky Colavito card, even against righties, if you hit that 3 column, there's a lot of good stuff there. Oh, wow, this game has gotten very interested. We got Ferrero. Yeah, we're not going to him. Even though he is a 3R, he only batted 161, no homers and 1 ribby. Yeah, you stay on the bench, son. Rocky Colavito, a chance to be a hero here. Clark at third. Pepitone at second. Mantle. Why did I send the runner? That's the question. Mantle at first. And Colavito at the plate representing the tying run. As Eric from Higher Ground Gaming screaming at the Strat PC engine. Get him out! Get Darcy out! And Eric says, he's the only Darcy ever in the major leagues. A one-hit wonder. Ken Castro's jumped in chat. How are you, my friend? Says, dude pitched 10 innings in 68. Archie Reynolds, 13 innings pitched. BS. Hey, I'm not controlling the team. And he's tired. Come on, Rocky Colavito. Colavito needs a 3-6 column. Drive one out, Rocky. Come on, do it for the Paisan. Make up for my idiotic inside the park home run attempt with Bobby Cox. Here's the pitch to Rocky Colavito. And it's a 2-11. 2-11, and it's green. I don't know what the hell that means. But I think the ball game's over. 2-11. As Colavito pops out to Kessinger. Ball game over. A tired Archie Reynolds gets the final out, and the Cubs storm the field. It got exciting at the end. Bases loaded. Bobby Cox will be shot in the clubhouse as he ran through a stop sign. So will Al, Red Sox fan. It was a 70% chance of him scoring. But I should have never down 5. You don't send them. We'd like to have that out back, that's for sure. Ball game over. Archie Reynolds with the save. Looks like he has a tobacco in his cheeks. And it's going to be the Chicago White Sox traveling to Wrigley Field in an all-Chicago 1968 final championship game with the Cubs. I will be managing the Cinderella White Sox. Beatles says, great game, Al. Thanks, mate. Eric, very happy with that. As William Fergazzi says, Al, looks like you'll be fired by the Yanks. I'm sorry, as William Fergazzi has fired me. I knew I shouldn't have sent him, but it was a 70% chance. I rolled a 17. And I said, as soon as I did it, I said, that's going to cost us. Oh, boy. Let's go to the box score. And we'll say our thank yous to everybody once we get the box score up. Edit the view, transform, fit to screen. There's the box score. Well, our 68 tournaments come down to one game. Herb Pilgrim says, Al, you should apply for the Yankees manager job next time it comes open, huh? I mean, it was a 70% chance of scoring. There's no greater honor than to be fired by the Yankees. Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. That is an awesome line. As Beatles says, LOL, Eric. All right, so thank you to Beatles Eternally, Moderator Extraordinaire, Magician Extraordinaire, soon to be knighted by the Queen. Thank you to Herb Pilgrim, who says, it's okay, Al. Got to take those aggressive chances sometime. It was a 70% chance, but, you know, I knew once I am the worst when it comes to rolling for that stuff. Even if the computer's rolling for me, I never have good. I shouldn't have done that. That was my stupidity. Colavito Costa, starting him in right. I mean, he got on base twice, but his range is horrible. And you know what? It wouldn't have mattered who was in right unless the guy's stellar, because I rolled a freaking 1. William Fergazzi. Al, now watch Severino shut out the Sox. LOL. Oh, we're going to beat Severino tonight. All right. Thank you to William Fergazzi. Thank you to Dog Sidious. Check out that wonderful channel. All things Star Wars and entertainment. Thank you to Herb Pilgrim. Beatles Eternally. Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. Check that channel out. Lots of good retro sports there. Baseball, hockey, football, revolving around the New England Boston teams with Yastrzemski, Gronkowski, Orr, and Bird. Also an Ichiro using Action PC. Clinton Parks says, see, God hates traitors, Al. Oh, Clinton. Check out his channel, even though he's bitter. And National Pastime 3 in the Little Maybe out of the Ballpark 19. Ken Castro, sports writer extraordinaire. Thank you very much, my friend. Who else do we have in the chat? Lots of fun. I'm missed a lot of good stuff in the chat here. I'm going to read this over on the replay. So thank you very much to everyone as I keep scrolling up, and I think I got everyone. And chat was busy. Lots of good stuff. I'm just quickly looking at it. Lots of good stuff in the chat. Coming up this week, we will have a chat with Al. We haven't had one of those in a while, where I can actually look at the chat and everyone's saying thank you. As Herb Pilgrim says, harsh, Clinton, harsh. All right, let's go to the box score. Again, thank you very much, gentlemen, for taking time out to spend with me. I've already told you how much this means to me. I won't keep harping on it. It just means a lot to me. Helps me relax. So, all right, let's go to the box score. And word has come down to Al, Red Sox fan in the clubhouse, that has just been promptly fired as the Yankees manager, as the gunshots were heard as Bobby Cox was executed outside the ballpark for going through the stop sign at third base. I will only receive 20 lashes. All right. Player of the game will be Ken Holtzman. He's the winning pitcher, and he tripled with the bases loaded. But again, to be honest with you, it's a base hit no matter what, because I rolled a freaking one or a one because it was a triple. So unless it's a stellar outfielder, that's a base hit. And they don't have any stellar outfielders. Costco would have still been a base hit. Not a triple, could have been a double. So, you know what? Colavito got on base twice. I don't feel bad about that move. So, Holtzman will be player of the game. 8 1/3 innings. 7 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. Walked 5, struck out 6, gave up a homer to Horace Clark. But he was 1 for 4 with a triple with the bases loaded. And he basically, that was the end of the Yankees. And he scored 2 runs. Player of the game, Ken Holtzman, doing it on the mound and at the plate. Losing pitcher, Fritz Peterson, he just never had it. 5 2/3 innings, 9 hits, 7 runs, 5 of them earned. The double play ball was a killer. Clark had the error there on the throw to Tresh. 2 walks, 1 strikeout, and he gave up a home run to Mr. Cub, Ernie Banks. Banks has been outstanding with clutch hits. The save for the Cubbies goes to Reynolds, Archie Reynolds, as he gets a final out. As Fast was awful. He did manage to get 1 out, though. The Yankees in defeat. Roy White, 1 for 5, a run scored. Horace Clark, 1 for 4, a run scored in a ribby. Pepitone, 1 for 5, a run scored. Mickey Mantle, 1 for 2, with 2 runners knocked in. Colavito, 0 for 3, he walked twice. Tresh, 0 for 3. Costco, the pinch hitter, 0 for 1. Hauser came into play short, did not hit. Fernandez, the catcher, 1 for 3. Bobby Cox, 2 for 4, had a triple, but ran through the stop sign, was thrown out at the plate on the relay throw when Huntley applied the tag and blocked the plate. And Bobby Cox was promptly, after the game, sent out behind the stadium and executed. Al, Red Sox fan, was fired and given 20 lashes. Fritz Peterson, the pitcher, 0 for 2. Al Downing pitched, did not hit. He luckily recorded that out, deep fly ball to left. Bill Robinson was 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter. Liddy McDaniel did another good job as he went 2 innings pitching. Only gave up 1 hit, striking out 2. He did not hit. Charlie Smith, the pinch hitter, singled. The Yankees in defeat, and they're knocked out in the semifinals. They lose in the final 4. It was a good run for the Yankees. 34 at-bats, 3 runs, 8 hits, 3 ribbies. For the Cubs, Kessinger, 2 for 4, 2 ribbies. Beckhart, 1 for 4 with an RBI. Billy Williams, 0 for 4. Santo, 1 for 4. Ernie Banks, 1 for 4, 2 runs scored, and an RBI, he homered. Huntley, 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Hickman, 1 for 4. Adolfo Phillips, 1 for 2 with a run scored. Ken Holtzman, we walked Phillips to get to Holtzman, loaded the bases, and Holtzman tripled with 2 outs. He was 1 for 4, 3 ribbies, 2 runs scored. Fast pitch did not hit. Reynolds pitch did not hit. The Cubs in victory, advancing to the finals against their crosstown rivals White Sox. 34 at-bats, 7 runs, 10 hits, 7 RBIs. And I'm going to play this game in about 15 minutes if you're around. So if you want to put the Yankee game on the TV and listen to me do my thing, that'd be awesome. But I'm excited. I'm going to play it. I was going to wait till tomorrow, but I want to play it. So anyway, thank you very much, gentlemen. And I'm going to give you the pitching matchup. It will be Ferguson Jenkins against, I think, Wilbur Wood. I think that's going to be the pitching matchup. So the championship game will be in Chicago. Herb Pilgrim says Fritz Peterson gave his buddy Mike Keychick a call. So, all right. Herb Pilgrim, Roberto Clemente would have had that one in right. He would have. All right. Once again, thank you very much. Greatly appreciate you spend some time with me. We had fun, as always, in the chat. And health and happiness. Watch out for the curveball in the dirt and the big left hook. Duck under that. Hit him with a counter right. Till next we meet, and that should be shortly if you want to come back. I'm playing the championship game in approximately 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. Health and happiness, God bless, and as always, peace! Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, I predict Chicago will win. Excellent.